again. It's a rich thing.
What's up, you guys? Where to begin with this video? What you're looking at in front of me and off to the side inside of this box is $1,000 worth of gear that I won in a free online fishing tournament. That's right, completely free. There was no entry fee to enter this tournament. That was brought to you by Fishing Chaos, who partnered with FishLab Tackle and provided all the winning prize packages. But Fishing Chaos, you guys, is an app you can download on your phone. It's free. They are constantly offering multiple tournaments year-round throughout the country. A few of those tournaments are even international. I saw that a few of those tournaments allowed people from Canada to participate. But basically, they've got a lot of tournaments you can enter. They're completely online. It's a lot of fun. Most of those tournaments do require an entry fee, so I want to tell you that up front. Almost all of them do. But every once in a while, you stumble into a free tournament like this one that was brought to you by FishLab Tackle. So when I was first told about this opportunity, I did a video on this. You guys can go back, watch it. You can kind of hear the specifics of the tournament. But honestly, you guys, when I entered the tournament, I did not have very high expectations. I remember telling my wife and my kids when I entered it, I said, you know what? If I can just place in the top 3 in one of these categories and win a $100 gift card, that would be pretty cool. So that's kind of where the bar was set. That was my goal. That was my expectation, was just to finish in the top 3 in any one of the categories. There were 5 categories for 5 different species you could pursue and try to catch to enter the tournament. And then for each one of those species, there was actually 2 categories you could win in. The first one was just your top 3 fish that you caught, your 3 longest. And then the second category was just the biggest fish in the entire tournament nationally. One fish that beat the rest. And in that category, if you won that one, it was only one shot, one opportunity. There was no second, third place. It was just one fish. You would win $500 for the entire tournament in that species category. And then if you won first place in the top 3 category, you could win another $500 gift card. Second place was a $250 gift card. And obviously, as I mentioned before, third place was a $100 gift card. So when the tournament started in the spring, you guys, it was a no-brainer for me. I looked at the 5 species you could target. 3 of those species I knew there was no way I was gonna win, mostly because some of those species I don't have where I live up here in the Midwest. One of those species, which is largemouth bass, I've actually got pretty good bass fishing by me. However, I knew all you boys in the South were gonna run away with that and I wouldn't have a chance to really compete. Finishing in the top 3 may be possible, but unlikely. So I had to cross multiple species off the list because I knew I did not have a legitimate chance. I was left with 2 species in my area that I thought might be reasonable, and that is perch and walleye. The perch fishing by me is not that great. A few lakes nearby do have big-ish perch, but again, I realized, dude, you're probably gonna waste your time. You might place top 3, unlikely. So I also crossed that off the list. The only species I was left with to target in this tournament was walleye. So once I made that decision, I went all in on walleye fishing this spring, which I usually don't do. I almost never target walleye in the spring, with the exception of a one-day trip to Green Bay every year. I will make a run up to Green Bay for that pre-spawn bite, trying to get the biggest, heaviest fish in my life. But other than that, you guys, once my Green Bay trip is out of the way, I target bass for a month or 2, and then I start targeting muskies right away when they open in Wisconsin in the month of May. This year, I did not do that. Once I entered this tournament, it was my first time entering an online tournament. I was laser focused and I thought, dude, if you're gonna have a chance to place, you gotta take this seriously. You gotta fish for walleye more than you normally would. So what's crazy is one of my first days walleye fishing was a half-day trip to Green Bay, and it was my only trip to Green Bay this year. I usually try to squeeze in 1 full day, if not 2, if I can make it work with my schedule. But this year it just didn't work out. I did a half day, about a 3 to 4 hour day with my son. The weather was really bad. It was cold and windy. We just couldn't stay for very long. But I'm glad I went, because that day, that half day trip and only trip I took to Green Bay, I caught one really nice walleye. I caught a super heavy 27.25-inch walleye. But what's crazy, you guys, is that was basically only, I think, the 2nd fish I entered for this online fishing tournament brought to you by Fishing Chaos and FishLab Tackle. And when I caught it, I knew it was a good fish. I knew it was a solid fish, but I really didn't think it would win big fish. I kept telling myself, you're probably gonna need a 28 to 29-inch fish to win big fish category for the walleye species. But I did think it would really help me in the other category for your biggest 3 fish. I thought this is a great way to start the tourney. I'm in the early stages of it. I've got a couple months to fish yet. So if I can just build on this 27.25 incher, I'm gonna be in pretty good shape, because those fish are not easy to come by, basically, no matter where you're fishing, okay? So I caught that fish, felt pretty good about it. The season went on. As I got into late April, early May, I was going out walleye fishing at least one night a week, okay? A couple weeks I went twice. And again, you guys, I never do this. I never hit the rivers in the spring for walleye. And once the walleye season opens on the lakes, I never go and target them. Maybe one night every spring. That's all I usually do for walleye in the month of May, because then I go hard for bass and I go hard for muskies once that opens. And so this year was obviously different. I wanted to win, or at least compete and try to place in the walleye category for the top 3 fish. And so I was going out, again, at least once a week, one night a week, sometimes twice a week. And I caught a few fish. I caught a handful of fish in the lower to mid 20s. And for a while I was in first place. But the last month of the tournament, because the tournament went 3 months long, the last 3 to 4 weeks of the tournament, this dude came out of nowhere and caught 3 fish over 25 inches. I mean, he wasn't even on the leaderboard. He hadn't registered a single fish. And then boom, 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 like overnight. I went and checked one day. I was still in the lead. I was in first place with that 27.25 and a couple 22, 23 inch fish. And I thought, man, I might actually win this thing. And then out of nowhere, this dude just came storming to the top of the leaderboard, and he caught 3 fish over 25, and just like that, I was in second place. And so I got a little nervous, and I thought, man, I'm probably not going to win now. As it gets warmer by me in the spring, the walleye fishing gets tough, you guys. It just really slows down. It gets harder and harder to catch fish, let alone catch big ones. And I was doing almost all of my walleye fishing, you guys, from shore. Like 90% of the fishing I did in this tournament was shore fishing, okay? Obviously, I caught the big Green Bay fish in a boat, but every other fish I entered in this tournament, you guys, was caught from shore. So now I'm thinking, okay, the water's warming up, the walleye bite's getting worse, the shore bite's gonna get even harder, and I'm probably only gonna catch a lot of small males. But I don't know, that competitive switch just went off in me, and I thought, dude, I'm in second place, I've got about 3 weeks, I can still pull this off. So about a week after this guy took first place with these 3 really nice walleye, I made it a point. I'm like, you're gonna go out again this week at night. You're gonna give it a shot and see if you can find one more big one. And I kept telling myself, I was like, you need at least a 26 incher, at least 26 plus. That would have tied me with him in first place. And I thought, okay, dude, that's not easy, especially in southern Wisconsin. 26 inch fish are present. I wouldn't call them common. So I went out that night with my son, just telling myself, one bite. You need one good bite. You need a 26 incher. And if you can get it done, you'll be tied for first place. And then I was telling myself, even if I don't get it done tonight, if I can get at least like a 24, 25 incher, get me closer to him, then I just need one more quality fish. And who knows, maybe I can steal first place back from this guy before the tournament ends. So I'm fishing with my son, you guys, and I don't want to give you too many details about this catch because I have yet to edit this footage and put it out. I'm going to eventually put out an episode about this fish because it was just such a cool catch, the way I caught it, how it played out. But all I can tell you right now is I wasn't doing squat that night. I mean, I'm talking over an hour before I even got a bite, and I didn't end up catching any other fish besides this one fish, okay? You already guessed it, I caught a good one. So I'm trying to catch this guy. The fishing was terrible. I've only got about 2 weeks left after this point before this tournament ends. And I realize it's now or never. You know, every day that passes and it warms up in Wisconsin, these walleye are going to stop coming as shallow as often, or at least for much shorter periods of time, more than likely in the middle of the night when I'm sleeping. So it was kind of make or break, now or never. And wouldn't you know it, the one fish I got to bite was a really nice 27-inch southern Wisconsin giant. So I catch this fish almost at the buzzer. There was still a couple weeks, I think there was 2 weeks left in the tournament. And that fish gave me first place in the top 3 category by 1 inch. So this dude came out of nowhere, had first place for a little while, and I ended up getting lucky and catching this 27-incher and beating this guy by 1 inch. So a couple weeks went by, I didn't really go fishing again because I thought unless he catches another big one, I'm sick of this. I've been walleye fishing all spring. I'm over it. I want to start chasing muskies if I can before it gets too hot. And lucky me, the dude who did a great job and was very competitive, he never caught another fish. He didn't get another big one to put him over the hump to beat me. So the tournament ends. I was actually shocked at that point. The whole time I was in first place for the top 3 category and the big fish category, I still didn't fully expect to win first place in either category. I just thought, dude, somebody's gonna get a big fish, somebody's gonna get on big fish water, and eventually someone's gonna blow me out of the water, and if I can just get a 3rd place finish and a $100 gift card, I'll be happy. So the last day the tournament came, it closed, it ended, and I looked at my wife and my kids, I'm like, holy cow, I'm like, I just took first place in both categories. So I got $500 for the top 3 category, and then I got $500 for the big fish category. Still can't believe it, pretty awesome. I'm extremely thankful both to Fishing Chaos and FishLab Tackle for putting this tournament on. I wanted to promote them a little bit to tell you to check out Fishing Chaos, you guys, because they got some cool tournaments. If you're the type of guy that has always wanted to fish in tournaments, but it's hard for you to make the commitment, the time, the travel, the entry fees, etc., this app makes it a lot easier for you to enter a tournament. It's the first one I've ever entered. I don't expect to ever win another one again, but it was a great experience, and I have the app, and I've already been looking to enter into my next tournament with Fishing Chaos. So go and check them out. Obviously, I want to show you all of this awesome gear I got from FishLab Tackle that they basically donated, and you guys have to realize they gave products for all 5 species for each category. So you do the math, and it's upwards of like $7,000 of prizes were given away or won in this tournament, and I just still can't believe I won any of it, to be honest with you. But what I ended up getting you guys with my gift cards was their large roller backpack. This thing is awesome. These 4 tackle boxes came in the bottom half of this, okay? So these are 3,700 tackle boxes. The bottom one is a 3,700 deep. All 4 of these were in here, but there's basically 4 shelves in here that Velcro on or off if you want to keep them. I like them a lot because it keeps them separated. It's easy to get your tackle boxes in and out. But all 4 of these were in the bottom. You can reconfigure it if you want. You could take out one of those Velcro shelves and you could probably do 2 to 3 of the 3,700 deep, or you could just do more 3,700s, whatever floats your boat. But I had all 4 of those, came with this package, with this large roller backpack. They fit in here. There's another compartment up top where you can fit more boxes, scissors, pliers, you know, soft plastics, whatever you want, you could fit in there. It's another big space up top. And then you guys on the side, this is one of my favorite features of this big roller, this large backpack. It's got 4 rod holders, you guys. There's 2 on this side, there's 2 on this side, so you can literally slide, and then there's these Velcro straps to tie them down to keep them secure so they don't slip and fall out. How awesome is that, you guys? I've never had a backpack like this. I cannot wait to use it. It's still got the tags on it up here. I gotta take that off. But it's got 4 rod holders, which if you've watched my shore fishing video for targeting muskies from shore, I think I can take more rods now. Not that I have to, but this makes things a lot easier depending on where you're at, depending on where you're going. Even if you're just rolling from the parking lot into your boat or into your buddy's boat, man, you talk about transporting as much gear as possible with less work and less effort, this is the way to go. So it's got the 4 rod holders, and then in the back, you guys, it has another compartment, another zipper pouch, like a bag in the back, and you can put more gear in there. But what I found in there when I opened it up is like a cover. It has a slip cover to cover this entire thing. It's insane. I've never seen anything like it. But you guys, this large roller backpack from FishLab Tackle is heavy duty. It looks great. You can fit a lot of gear in here. I cannot wait to start filling up these tackle boxes that came with it. So you can order this if you want, or any one of their backpacks empty as is. It's a little bit cheaper, or you can get their package deals, which is totally worth the money. You get more for your buck. You can order it with the combination of some tackle boxes, and they come with it right inside. Pretty sick. So I got one of those, and then I got another one of the regular traditional backpacks. I already have one of these. I did a video on it, and I told you guys I liked it so much I was probably gonna get another one. That's why I did it. This thing is so legit. It's so easy to put on your back, carry around. I did a video. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. Go watch it if you're interested. But these 4 3,600 boxes also came with this. I ordered the package with the boxes because I love the FishLab tackle boxes. These things, they look good, but they're tough. They're heavy duty. They're the best ones I've ever owned. I've used a lot of different ones over the years, I love these things. My new favorite, that's why I ordered even more. But all 4 of these 3600s, you guys, fit just in the bottom half. That's how it came. It came with these 4 just like this stacked here in the bottom half, you guys, still leaving the entire top half and all these bags, side compartments, all of these pouches, you name it. Then I got another one of their beanies. I already have one of these. My favorite beanie I wear all the time in the fall. Great hat. So I had to get another one of those. And then to the lures. I'm not going to show you everything because I don't have time. I've probably got close to 100 lures total, you guys. It's unbelievable. Just ridiculous. So I got a ton of these salamanders. I got a video coming out. Maybe it's already out. I can't remember. But I got a video catching a muskie on one of these bad boys. So cool. So exciting. Was one of my favorite catches really ever because of how I caught it and the type of bait I caught it on. When I first saw these salamanders, when they first came out earlier this year, I did a video introducing these, and I told you guys I was going to catch a muskie on them, which is pretty sick. But I got you guys like salamanders galore, okay? Just like tons of them, okay? Don't judge me. You need to get some. They are great for bass. They're great for everything. I've caught bass on them. I've caught pike on them. Obviously, I caught a muskie, okay? So I don't have time to keep going into that. I got a couple bluegill, biogill wake baits. These have a lip on them. They're like a shallow running topwater bait basically, and obviously they make a wake. Pretty sick. I've already had a few of these in the past. I got a few more. I got a bunch more of these guppy blade baits. I love these, especially jigging, ripping up and down in deeper water for walleye, etc. Super awesome bait. I've caught fish on that before. I already had one of these scrum poppers. This is part of their saltwater series of baits, but when I saw it the first time online, I was like, yep, pretty sure a muskie will bite that. So I've already got one of these. I got another one I couldn't resist in that pearl white pattern. Pretty awesome. I got a couple of these. Really excited to try these. These are like a hard head, jig head, soft plastic swim bait. This is their Mad Eel. I got a bunch of these in the box, different colors. I got the pink, and then this one's almost like a green silver. Yeah, I'm really pumped. They're a little bit bigger. They're a little bit heavier. I actually think these will work really well for muskies on the river as well, but definitely will catch some walleye, bass, pike, you name it. So I got a bunch of those. I got a couple more jerk baits and crankbaits from FishLab. I've done really well this past fall and even this spring. I caught some walleye on this bio-minnow jerkbait. This is their shallow runner, but I didn't have this pattern, the Fire Tiger, so I got another one of these. I already have a bunch of them. They work great. Super awesome lure to use. Obviously, these will work for bass as well, pike and muskie, but I use them primarily for walleye, and they've done well for me. Then I got their deep runner. This is the bio-minnow jerkbait, but the deep runner. So it's the same one I just showed you, but with the bigger lip there in the front. Obviously, this can get down much deeper. You can run it straight retrieve, you can crank it, you control it. And I got, I think, I don't even know, 3 or 4 of these. Love those bio-minnow jerk baits. Then, this has quickly become my new favorite, the Bio Shad Tailspin, okay? The Willow Tailspin. I already had quite a few of these, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's a bunch more in this box behind me. So, got a bunch of the tailspins with that willow blade. I got a rattle toad, the popping toad right here. It's a popper frog. Did really well with these last year for bass in the summer. And then I got their traditional, original, regular frog, their regular rattle toad. These are great topwater frog baits. Used them a bunch, caught a bunch of fish on them, so I had to get some more of these. Again, I got a lot more in the box. But that's basically it, you guys. That's basically the lure types I got. I just got them in bulk. I got multiple colors, different sizes, you name it. So $1,000 worth of gear. All I had to do, get a free app on my phone, enter a free online tournament, and go fishing whenever I wanted to, whenever I could, whenever my schedule allowed it. And here we are, still can't believe I won first place. Got a bunch of gear that I am so thankful to have, and I know I'm gonna get good use out of it. It's gonna help me catch more fish. So that's it, you guys. I just wanted to share this with you. I was pretty excited. Wanted to promote Fishing Chaos. Go check out the app, download it, it's free. And also, obviously, you guys need to check out FishLab Tackle. They've got backpacks, tackle boxes, and their lure selection, you guys, is amazing. There is so much more than even what I'm showing you. They've got freshwater for bass, walleye, pike, muskie, but they've also got an entire saltwater series of baits, okay? So go there, get your credit card ready. You're probably gonna order more than you intended to, but that's just the way it goes. So thanks for watching, you guys. Stay tuned for more, and like always, just keep casting.